Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Shadow Hearts Covenant. Last time we made our escape from the forest and we ended up in Geppetto's apartment in Paris. And Karen joined the party officially as a combatant. Now, I mentioned at the end of the last episode that they didn't really explain why she changed clothes. Well, if you want to figure it out, you gotta come in here. Former German army officer, after the events of Don Remy, she has joined up with Yuri and his companions and changed into one of Cornelia's hand-me-downs. No, go back. I wanna... Yes, that little tiny doll apparently fit her. Not exactly sure how that works, but it explains why she dresses, I guess, the way she does. We all know the reason why she dresses and fights in a skirt, you know, to be quite honest, but, you know, whatever. Or are those supposed to be shorts? No, I'm pretty sure that's a skirt. Yeah, that's a skirt. Okay. Anyway, I just figured I'd point that out. As far as ring customization goes, I've distributed a lot of the things that I had built up. I had a bunch of hit and strike expands because the ones that Karen has don't immediately get added to Yuri's inventory when she's just an option, like a side character. When she finally joins the party, then the two inventories mix together. So you'll notice that we have a few more extra bits and pieces here and there. But more importantly, the ring items come together. So I've got one strike on Yuri, one hit and one strike on Geppetto, two hit areas and a strike on Blanca, and the vast majority of them went over to Karen so that I can set things up where I'm used to them being from the last time I did my test run. So we'll get a few more and we'll balance everybody else out so that they're just in positions that I'm familiar with. It'll be entirely different for you. But yeah. Anyway, let's get out of Geppetto's apartment and move on with things. Now, if you go down this way, there is an infinite battle setup if you so care to continue fighting over and over and over again for who knows how long. But yeah, the enemies will keep piling out of this area if you keep moving in that direction. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of cut-off sentences when it comes to trying to do things. Oh, by the way, let's do Karen first. There's one other thing I meant to show off. Let's do Blanca. Oh, I was hoping you'd kill it. Nope. Certain characters... Really? Oh, never mind. I was thinking that was like the level 3 spell. It's the level 1 spell. My brain doesn't work. Sure, we'll have those two finish it off, whatever. I missed. I'm bad. I am bad. There we go. Much better. Thing is, if you go and perfect almost all the rings and then miss one, no bonuses for you. There's not a lot of situations where that's going to be particularly important, but there will definitely be times. Alright. Ouch! Geppetto took a beating in that fight. We have the cure spell now, so that's not a problem. There's still no ends in this game, and we are relatively low on money, so I would not, like, we're going to spend most of our money on equipment, and I've actually spec'd out which equipment we need, and, you know, if we get that weapon or that piece of armor soon enough, then I'm not going to worry about doing it. Where was... I think there was one more item here. Okay, I guess I'm wrong. I have it in my notes that there's 3 items, not 2, before the subway. Maybe there's one down here? That what I was making a note of? I can't remember exactly where all the items are off the top of my head. So that's a dead end. Hey, look, there's colored buttons everywhere. Oh, maybe it's just there's an item around here before getting on this part of the subway. So yeah, I think... Let's talk to some people. We'll figure it out. Mind your manners. Or you're not getting on this train. Okay. Thought they were making a Final Fantasy VII reference for a second, but my brain does not comprehend words properly. Gonna go see your aunt, huh? Take you to downtown Paris in no time. Well, we can't actually get on there quite yet. We have to do some other stuff first. And the next thing we're going to do real quick here is we're going to pull the belt off you. We're going to put it on you. We're going to crest change cure. And put that on you. But, yeah, there we go. That should be good there. Hello, Muggs. Sounds like an old gangster kind of name. Spies here from every country. We're not spies, no. Likes younger men. Montmartre, I can't pronounce French things. It's going to be a difficult Let's Play when I don't know how to pronounce anything. Oh, well. Wonderful painter lodging in my neighborhood. Maybe I should get him to do my portrait. I'd bet he'd even do a nude. Okay then, you insist. Now, I have the widescreen patch on, and so that... That's the same guy. So, shut up. So you'll notice some black parts of the screen where it wasn't animated in. The widescreen patch can only pull certain information off, so just kind of be aware of that. If they never made part of that animation to begin with, then obviously there's nothing they can do about it just, you know, with a widescreen patch. Anyway, this is a working class neighborhood, not as glamorous as the Champs-Élysées. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce that. That's as good as it gets. Can you skip him? You can't. Oh, never mind. Wrong character. Oh, it's after. Never mind. So this guy is a pianist. Okay. Hello. How many times I count these steps, I get a different number. Well, need more focus. Alphonse, getting hooked. Started playing something called the lottery recently. It's hard to get it to stop where you want it. Yeah, well, guess you better find another lottery ticket. Yes, the lottery is back this time. The cemetery near there, or near here. I can't read today. My brain does not work. They say there are wolves there. Lots of people have heard them howling in the middle of the night. Must be real spooky. All right, so let's pop up here. There's actually nothing you can do up here, but no, I don't want to talk to you. I want the item. Move in my way. No, don't talk to the kid. I want the item. Thank you. Hit area expand. If you try and run up, the kid will get in the way, and like he'll be in the way, and you'll have to go all the way back down and loop around it. It sucks. Old friend Luis. It's Geppetto. Haven't seen you in a while. Just a little while ago. Just got back into town. Caught up in a situation. We'll be leaving Paris again right away. But you just got here. You sure haven't changed. Always sticking your nose in it. Yeah, that sounds about right. Gotta start acting your age, huh? Yeah, pretty much. Want to go to Le Havre. Any unnoticed ways of getting out of town? Don't want to attract attention. Use the subway. Few abandoned tunnels. Some of them even reach the outskirts of Paris. That's a great idea. So let's do that. It's just a rumor. But because it's an RPG, rumors are always true because we rely on those to progress with the game usually. How are we going to find these tunnels? Gotta ask somebody who would know. Oh, there are train street freaks that can name every single station. That's not me. There's no like passenger trains near me that I'm aware of. They had a train that used to come through the city, but they tore up the tracks and it doesn't anymore. Yeah, well. In that case, why don't you try go to the Champs-Élysées? If I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'm sorry, but you know, it's the best I can get. I'm terrible at pronunciation. Dr. Gautier is my best pronunciation for that. I'm guessing that's how you pronounce it. Like, basically, my experience of pronouncing French names is better than French words. Because the French names I hear, because as a kid, I watched a lot of hockey, and being Canadian, you hear a lot of the pronunciations of the French-Canadian hockey players, so you start to learn some of those. Anything else French? Not a clue. The chandelier, yeah, see, Yuri and me are in the same boat here. It's the next station over. Used to come to your theater, huh? Used to be famous. Quit the stage when his wife passed. Oh, used to be really famous. Don't tell them that. A long time ago, huh? So we have some backstory for Geppetto. Take a look at my painting. It's my girlfriend. What do you think? Isn't she beautiful? Cooks me meals, buys me painting supplies. She's a wonderful woman. Someday I'm going to show the whole world her beauty through your art. Fantastic. Well done, buddy. Alright. Well, I can understand that to an extent. Like, if I'm ever traveling, of course, no one for the most part is right now, but if I was, the way that like the places that I always like to stop are usually like the little diners, you know, the family-run diners, because they usually have more interesting food, and it's not just the same clubhouse sandwich everywhere you go. Like if you go to one of the, you know, the chains, it's like, well, you got a clubhouse at this one, it's going to be the same as the one, you know, 2 provinces or 2 states over. Hello. Angelina, the fond fan. No more puppet shows, huh? Going to be 3. Want to take her to one of Cornelia's performances. Now, he's an expert at construct. Yeah. Okay. Emily? Is that? I'm assuming that's Emily. Some form of Emily? I don't know. Dream is to one way stand on the Moulin Rouge, or the stage of the Moulin Rouge. Okay, sure. The NPCs in this game have a reasonable amount of kind of flavor to them. They're not just flat out boring. Wasn't you? Okay, there we go. I was waiting for I couldn't remember how this all started. But I knew there was something that was going to happen here. Hold on there. It's a beautiful wolf you have, isn't it? Better than... Yuri. These guys think you're tough. Sounds like a challenge. Show them whose fangs are sharper. What am I getting caught in the middle of here? So yeah, during the sequences that you're about to see here, I don't want to waste energy on a meaningless fight. What do you say, Blanca? Sounds like they're asking for it. Yeah. So we kind of see Blanca's thoughts at this point, but typically we don't see a lot from him.
I'm gonna beat you. Then Ernest will be really proud of me.
Okay, you're a child, I get it.
That's a childish reason for a fight. I say no.
You say no. guess what? Your no didn't work. Alright, so this is known as a wolf bout, and there's going to be a bunch of these throughout the game. Now, you could use spells. I can't even remember what element Tetsu is. It doesn't matter. Just attack, you'll be fine. As long as you hit your rings, you'll be fine. Oh, nice critical. That'll make it even easier. So yeah, most of these are usually based around a certain status effect that the enemy can inflict on you. They're one-on-one fights. They don't lead to a game over. You can always retry them if you lose. It's not a huge deal. Oh, I missed. That sucks. There we go. If you had not goofed up like I did and you had perfect ringed him, let's see here, you would have got extra money. So I don't care. Anyway, for defeating him, you get the Coral Lariat, which I won't use. It slows down the ring by 25%.
But why? Ernest and I trained a whole bunch and everything.
Because you're just a little runt.
Now, the only voice dialogue Blanca gets in the entire game is in these sequences, and they're about to explain what these sequences are. I'm Ernest, a humble zoologist. This is for you. I got a stamp card. Ooh, I got a stamp collection? I must be so badass right now. Miserable looking card. You are now entitled to join the Wolf Bout, a competition to find the world's strongest wolf. These are a series of one-on-one battles that Blanca will have throughout the game. Again, no game overs or anything like that. They're usually based on each of the opponents having a specific status effect, which you'll have to protect yourself against in order to have a good chance of winning. And as you complete these, you power up and gain new abilities for Blanca in exchange. So you get a paw print, and you learn Soul Comet, his first move. Give you a prize every 3 stamps you collect, and when you fill the whole card with stamps, you'll be the strongest wolf in the world. Yuri, stop making Blanca's decisions for him. Come ask me if you have any questions. Whimper. Sorry for losing. You're not a real wolf anyway. Can you understand the wolf? Excuse me? Guess there's room for a few improvements. I'd better get ready before he gets any stronger. Okay then, I have no idea what that means. If you go over to him now, tell me about this. Where are the wolves? I haven't heard any rumors lately. Typically, what this feature is there for is if you want to, every time you finish a dungeon, come back and it'll usually tell you to go back into that dungeon and go halfway through it and find a wolf that's only there after you've completed it, which is really stupid to be quite honest, but it is what it is. What can you do, right? All right, so let's go down here and do I just approach it? Yeah, okay. Oh, goody, let's take it. So we got our 3 items before coming onto the doodad there. And what's up with you? Only the subway construction crew is allowed beyond the surface entrance, so we can't properly get into there. I don't think there's anything out there, yeah. See, there's a lot of areas you can kind of see in with the widescreen patch, but since this game was originally 4x3, most of the areas that you see off to the side of the screen you can't interact with. Oh, damn. Yep. They're walking stereotypes. Who are these guys? The Magamel brothers. Pierre here is Taylor, and Gerard runs the shop. You sell costumes and supplies to use on stage. And yeah, they're walking stereotypes. They did this in the previous game where one of the characters, I can't remember his name, he did the acupuncture to raise weapon abilities, was a walking stereotype as well. And yeah, they kind of go all in with them, but whatever. Let's give you a fabulous present. Here you are. You get a point card. Yes, the point system in shops has returned in this game, and it has been dramatically improved. Thank you. Anyway, you can use it any shop, including a certain vending machine shop later in the game. If you played the previous game, you get it. If you have one of those, you can build up points wherever you go shopping. And the points really add up. The more points you collect, the bigger the discount. Gee, thanks. You should actually be thanking him because it's a really cool thing. You haven't forgotten the dress I ordered for Cornelia, have you? Of course not. You haven't forgotten the little item I asked you for, did you? Of course, let's see. Where did I put it? Yeah. Wasn't easy to get a hold of, you know. Oh, my lord. Another one for my ultimate collection, a stud card. So those Mr. Whatevers that we got before, those were to be traded for different dresses for Cornelia. Each different dress you have, as you can see here, will give you access to a different element. The element gives Geppetto access to a spell of that element that is unique to him, and it also will change his innate element to that class. But if you note at the bottom of the screen there, the elemental damage is actually increased for spells of that element. Typically, with anyone else in the game, like Blanca is wind elemental. If he casts a wind elemental spell, it doesn't do any more damage. Geppetto is the only one to benefit from this, and it's actually really important. Now, there's one other thing of note here I actually wrote down, and that is if a character casts a spell of their own element, they will have, I believe it's actually decreased recovery time, so they'll get their next turn faster. I actually wrote increased in my notes. This was information I gleaned from a speed run of the game at RPG Limit Break. But yeah, so I'm not 100% sure on what it does, but I'm assuming if you use an element of your own element, your own innate element, you recover slightly faster. I don't think it's a massive amount, but whatever. With that being said, we would like to pick up a couple of dresses for Geppetto here. First one being water. Now, we have 2 stud cards right now. If you didn't pick up, or if you don't have a completed save file from the previous game, you'll only get 1 here, and you won't get the other one for quite a while. So if you have to pick only one, I would go for the water one, I believe.
Presenting the latest creation from my 1915 Pierre Machemet collection. I call it Sassy Sailor.
Yeah. It's a beautiful dress. Now, since Karen fits into Cornelia's hand-me-downs, shouldn't she be able to equip all these dresses too? No, that's not the way it works, but it's just a thought. Okay then, if you say so. Why don't you get little Cornelia changed? Now, every time you buy, quote-unquote, a new dress, you automatically turn into that one. So we have another one. So I do want to make another dress because I have the other one here. And I'm going to get the wind elemental dress as well. And I'm going to skip the his dialogue because it's all the same.
Windy Pixie.
Now, for whatever reason, there's a major tone shift between his initial line and all of the reveals of what the names are. So he only recorded the dialogue for his introducing your whatever collection. He did that once and then just filled in all the other ones after the fact. So there's a tonal shift there, and it's very weird. All right, so we got that. There's a save. I'm going to talk to the shop dude in a little bit as well. Yeah, by the way, because of the widescreen patch, you can actually see it, but there's a guy sitting there off screen waiting to come in. Alright, so there's 5 items in this area here. So we're going to try and pick those up. I will come back to the shop afterward on our way out because there's a save point and I would like to use that first. Wish I had an automobile. I'm going to get Daddy to buy me one right away. Spoiled brat. Escaping a war zone. Village turned into a battlefield. Miss the old days of peace. Mitsubishi. Every time I see that, I initially want to say Mitsubishi, but no. I'm a chef. I can only cook French cuisine at the moment, but I'm hoping to branch out sometime. Interesting. Folks are tourists, right? Isn't it wonderful? Napoleon had it built. Never passed under it during his lifetime. Well, how fancy. Okay, I guess I can grab that. That's 2. Look how shiny it is. Yeah, that's kids for you. My nephews and my niece do that all the time. They just have to touch everything all the time. Get their grubby hands on everything. Okay, so you just do the same thing. Spring breeze, summer sun, autumn colors, and the white of winter. It's a beautiful city all year round. Is that so? Okay. Then this huge spiky... Whoa, okay. Adults should know how to behave in public. At least he said it was sorry, but that sounds like a certain spiky Lenny that we've met before. Going out here is allowed later, but not right now. Looking for subway experts? Gautier happens to be staying in this hotel. Okay, well, let's go talk to him then. So here's 3. That's another crest. And terribly sorry, but I'm afraid all the rooms have already been booked, and that will be the case all game long. There are no inns. There are a couple of healing points, but there are no inns. You know what? Sure, we'll go over the other little bit of story here today, and then we'll call her a day. Look at your new dress. Isn't that pretty? Traveling tailor made it for you. It's kind of swishy, but he's talented. Is that the way it works, huh? Hello. Just finished making the bed, so please don't mess anything up. Sure thing. Is there an item in here? Don't think there's an item in here. But I gotta check everywhere. There's 2 more items before we move on. I think they're both in the same room, but nope. What is it? I'm taking a shower. Can't come to the door right now. The room service? Leave it and go. Okay. Alright, so there's 4. And... Alright, we'll talk to you. Something I can help you with. where was the other item again? Is an old Geppetto. Give me a minute to think. Or in my case, to drink water. Either or. 20 years ago. Poured all their energy and enthusiasm into it. Went wild and dug tunnels all over Paris, but they didn't end up using them all. Remember correctly, one of those tunnels heads in north, west, east, whichever one he said. Lots of subway tunnels, apparently. Paris is the forefront of civilization in 1915. Sure, probably was. I don't know. Go down to Champoly Station, go right. That'll bring you to the abandoned tunnel. And, yeah, been a huge help. Always been a fan of yours. Have a bill collector after you. Very embarrassing business. Economy's been bad ever since the war started. Well, the thing is, he instantly on the spot came up with a logical, believable situation that would make sense. He hasn't been putting on performances in a while, so he's probably out of money. Don't worry about a thing. Right-hand man is the site foreman, and you'll send a message, and now we can get into the restricted area that we couldn't a moment ago. Alright, now where's that final item? Bring your grandchildren to see. Okay. What item did I forget? Am I dumb? Did I just forget something or what? I thought there was 2 items out here, but I could be wrong? Oh, no, I didn't want to talk to you. I did not want to talk to you. Huh. I'll have to figure that out in between episodes. But yeah, that's pretty much all the time we have for today. I guess I can throw out a cure while we're at it. And yeah, like I said, that's pretty much all for this one. And I'll see you guys next time.